The first things that you will want to do in this course are the orientation assignments, which are found under the Start Here link. So you want to click on Start Here, and this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a list of the orientation assignments, and you're going to go through them. I suggest going through them one by one to make sure you do them all. I recommend starting with the syllabus. Here is a link that takes you to the syllabus. Now, this does not actually have a file here right now, but it should when you get to the class. There should be a file here for you to click on, download, read, and then here is Mark Reviewed. Be sure that you read it carefully before you mark Reviewed. Also, in this same area, you're going to see the course schedule. And once again, there should be a file there when you get here, and it is very important that you pay attention to the schedule. I recommend that you download and print a copy of the schedule and post it in a place you will look at every day, because it's very important to meet those deadlines. Late work is not usually accepted in this class. I also encourage you in this same area, it mentions grading policies. You'll also want to go under course information. Remember, here's course information. You're going to go to grading policies in course information, and here you will see an explanation of how you'll be graded in this class, how assignments are weighted. There's information about the portfolio. That's a big part of your grade in this class. And there is information on what the grading scale is, and the late work policy. And once again, this is found in here's your link to that under course information. Okay, back to Start Here. You also will want to complete the self-introduction. Here is your link to the self-introduction. That's a discussion board. I'm asking you to go click on this link and create a self-introduction. Tell why you're at Gaston College, what you plan to major in, so on and so forth. Tell a little about yourself, your family, and so on. You also will want to create a Cengage account, and you can do that by going to the Cengage web page. Click on that link, and it will take you here, and you're going to click on New Student User and create an account, and this is going to help you to get to the flashcards exercise that is part of every chapter. There's a set of flashcards. It's a self-assessment with every chapter, and that will help you with the tests that are part of every chapter. Also, then next you will want to go to the directions for completing career action assignments. Here are your directions for completing the career action assignments. You will want to read those carefully because you will be tested on those, as well as the other information that you've been reading. For example, on the syllabus, review that carefully, because after you have read the directions for completing the career action assignments, you are going to be taking a test on the orientation materials. So be sure you go through this all this material very carefully. After you have completed your orientation assignments, you're going to click on the assignments link, and the first thing that you see is, once again, those directions for completing the career action assignments. These are very important. That's why you're being tested on them. When you click on your Chapter 1 assignments, this is what you will see. First, you will see the learning outcomes for this chapter. And then you see a list of Chapter 1 assignments. Um, this is what you will be doing to complete your assignments for Chapter 1. You're going to click on Chapter 1 Lecture Materials, and you should see uh, for every chapter you're going, well, for every unit of instruction, you will see a lecture. You should see at least one PowerPoint presentation. There may be more than one. Sometimes there will be other instructional materials. For example, a big part of what you're graded on in this class is the professional portfolio, and here is a video to watch explaining what a professional portfolio is and how you use it. So once you have completed the reading and listened to the lecture and done any sort of preparatory assignments that you are given, um, you're going to go then to the Chapter 1 assignments, and they're right here. When you click on the link, this is what you will see. And you should see the test for the chapter, but you're also going to see the career action assignments. And these are documents that you're going to that you're going to fill out. And these are Word documents. If you clicked on that first one, this is what you would see. And it's very important to realize that these are read-only documents. So you will need to save a copy before you key anything in. Remember, you go to File and Save As. You're going to save a copy on your jump drive if you're working in the lab, or on the hard drive of your home computer, perhaps if you're working at home. But you will need to save a copy. And then once you have completed this and answered all questions, then you are going to go to the assignment link right here. You're going to click on the assignment link, and you've probably seen this before. You're going to click on Browse My Computer, and you're going to find your file, and you're going to click on the Submit button, and that is how you will submit work in this class. Remember that you must have everything completed by the deadline. Follow your schedule very carefully. If you have questions, please send your questions to your instructor.